Okay, guys, I am here. I told you guys that I was going to have a surprise for you today. Okay. And so, my surprise is that I made a visit to the Essence Magazine headquarters. You guys know I've been a contributor for them for a couple of years now, but I've never been to the headquarters. So, today I'm at the headquarters. So, this is my editor, Charli Penn.
Hey, guys. At Man Wife Dog. On Periscope, Twitter, everywhere.
And my wife dog, yes. I got Scope Squab here with me.
Hey guys, how
I
are
dragged
you?
her down here. Hey, from the UK. Hey,
Welcome to
Charli.
my office.
Yes. So look at these.
Very
so
essence
tell us about these covers that you have.
Yeah, absolutely. This was all very intentional, you guys. Very intentional. For starters, over here we have the lovely Will and Jada. This was all. This is one of my all-time favorite Essence covers ever in life. Relationship goals. Hashtag relationship goals. I mean, look at them.
Yes.
And this was even back then, like, what was this? Probably like 9-10 years ago. They are amazing. Oh, 2005. 10 years ago. Look at this photo.
Yeah,
this is what love, this is what real love looks like. This is what ride or die looks like.
Ooh.
This is what hold it down looks like. This
Yes.
is what I love my man looks like. This is what I love my woman looks like. And every time I look at this cover, I don't even remember what the cover lines say. Because I just see them and I say, okay, you know, my hubby and I are on our way. You know, on our way. So this is, and that's why it's strategically placed right behind my monitor.
Yes.
I need to see the, you know, I see that. That's the goals right here, and then right underneath my monitor. I mean, I have my man, my hubby, my life, my bae, my boo, everything, my family. We don't have kids yet, so we have a fur baby. That's my dog. But anyway, I try to keep love all around me in the office. It's very intentional. My niece, my brother, family.
And the reason why I tell them, because I didn't even tell them who you are. You are the what?
I'm the love and relationships editor, weddings, all that. I live and breathe love. That's what I'm passionate about, marriage especially. Yes. And to me, I need to have it all around
life,
me.
Right? Look at all
that. The Essence life, everywhere. Got, you know, my recent issues, summer hotness, yes, Erica in Africa,
yes,
Misty, Black Girl Magic,
yes.
Shondaland. We're on a roll, right?
Yes,
with these covers, we're on a roll.
You know they just trying to look at Idris over here.
Okay, so let me just get to, you know, number one Supremo hot chocolate here, Idris Elba. I mean, just, this is up in my office because it can't be up in my home. Love you, babe. So this is where I get to be like a 17-year-old teenage girl and decorate my locker. So this is just fantasy land. And it's one of the hottest covers we've ever had.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously. You know.
That's like Mr. 007 meets Stringer Bell.
Okay. I'm just waiting for him to play Bond so we can just do it all again. Okay? So this is, and you know, I know everybody who comes in here wants to touch this, rub this,
I know.
copy this, print this,
and
it's mine.
I'm so short, but I would lick it if I were tall enough to get it.
So funny, right? Exactly.
Just
People come over,
paper.
climb over my desk, take a picture with it.
Just have ink all on my tongue.
Exactly. And then, you know, back here, I keep all the letters and thank you notes from brides and women who thank me for sharing their stories and their love and their love stories, their weddings, their engagements, their pregnancy stories, just anything that I share where they feel like getting their story out changed their life, and they thank me for helping me tell their story. Yes. And that touches my heart. I keep it. Then I'm a super Whitney Houston fan and Michelle Obama. These are my Sheroes section.
Yes.
Taraji, just because she kept at it until the whole world noticed. Oprah, Whitney, First Lady. And then that's another, you know, we'll scan past that. My husband,
okay.
Sorry. That's just my Shamar and Michael Ealy obsession moments. But anyway, and then we have some more eye candy over here.
Yes.
Which is another.
And this is where I started, honey. We're coming full circle. Hey, chocolate drops.
What's everybody saying? Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Do they like my office?
They do. And there's like, what's her handle? It's man or
At
wife?
Man Wife Dog. MANWIFEDOG. That's because it's me, my husband, and our fur baby. For now.
Man Wife Dog. Yes.
Coming soon.
Yes. So let's talk about us, girl.
Yes.
This is our first time meeting in person.
Yes.
We've talked over the phone. We've done all kind of videos, Skype, all this kind of stuff. I never come to New York.
I've adored you for years. I still do. Jay is the best, but y'all already knew that. She is just, her voice. We became I want to say Twitter, blogger boos, friends. And I love her blog. She loved mine. And we just had to connect. And then when I started working here at Essence.
Two of my favorite ladies.
Hey, boss. Also, Essence Blogger family.
Yes.
They write every other week. Dating advice you need.
Yes.
Try to keep it in the family.
So let's talk about this because the number one question that I get, just get her. The number one question that I get, and I was like, I got to get Charli on camera saying this because people don't believe it. The number one question is, how did you get on Essence? How did you get? I was like, first of all, Essence came to me. Second of all, it wasn't an immediate thing.
Right.
So I want you to tell them, because they don't believe that you actually watched me and my social media and my interactions for like a year.
Yes, absolutely.
For a year. And so everybody keeps telling us, and my thing is, you got to bring value every day. Because you never know who's watching. So just talk about how you looked and found
Yeah, absolutely. So I've, Jay and I discovered each other on Twitter and followed each other's blogs talking about relationship, love. We both very passionate, team love people type folks. And I saw her and I loved her voice and I loved what she was doing. But at the time she had it, when I was working at Essence, and we have to think about things in terms of, how far can we amplify these voices and these stories? What type of influence do our writers bring? What type of following do they have? What type of people do they connect to? At least that's how I think about the bloggers I hire as an editor. And I watched her work and I loved it, but I also wanted to see how other people interacted with her and her following. And I watched that grow like exponentially week after week, month after month. Suddenly every time I saw her retweet, someone was retweeting Jay or talking about something she wrote. And she was also really good at networking with other influencers and other people and other people reading her blog. And I just said, okay, she is the center of every conversation. And those are the type of voices that you want to help amplify within a community to continue the conversation. So since I already knew her and I watched firsthand how quickly she could not only start a conversation, move a conversation, amplify a conversation, I was like, okay, we need more Black voices like Jay's at Essence.com. So I called her up.
So this is what she did. She took me for a test drive, right?
Yes.
So she was like, can you write something? I think I launched Black Love Magazine at the time.
Yes.
And so a lot of guys don't know that I own BlackLoveForum.com.
Right.
It's one of my entities, but people don't know that. They just see me as
one
the
of
brand
many.
lady. Right. So I own a lot of online properties. And so that's one of them. And then I did a print magazine, and she was like, oh my God, can you write about this? And I wrote about the Black crisis.
And why you felt the need to start that, which I thought was everything.
Right. And so I wrote about that, and then you put it on the front page of the love section. Right?
Yes.
And then I was like, oh, I don't know if you know this story. I was like, oh, it's a fluke. She just likes me, so I'm going to send something else, like this one article. You're like, I don't need any edits. It's good. We're going to go with it, right? And then I was like, okay, so let's send her a second thing. Mm-hmm. And it was like inspiration. She was like, yeah, it doesn't fit for us, but I'll send it to another editor. And I was like, okay. Like 2 days later, we're like, oh, she's going to run it this week. And then it was on the front page. So I had something on the front page of Essence.com and on the front page of the home section, of the love section in the same week.
Yeah.
So you don't know this, but I was like, maybe it's just Essence. Maybe they lowered their standards. I'm not this good, right? I was like, I'm not this good. Okay.
Girl.
And so then I sent it over to a couple of other publications, and every time I sent it to somebody, it hit the front page. And that was me. So I always tell people,
trust yourself.
When success finds you, believe it, right? Because we as women doubt ourselves, right? We doubt our greatness, we doubt ourselves and things like that. And so I wanted to say that, like, you were the first person that like gleaned greatness when it came to my voice online.
Wonderful.
And so I wanted to say thank you for that.
You're welcome, Mila. You're so welcome.
Yeah, no, I was like, that. I don't think you ever knew that about me.
I didn't, but I love it. I mean, I honestly believe, you guys, I get a lot of pictures, I get a lot of emails, I get a lot of tweets, Facebook, Instagram. I read as much as I can. I try. When someone sends me a link to their blog or their work, even if I don't get to it for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, I do try to read it. And I am reading and watching. I don't always have time to comment, but I'm trying to pay attention. And I do encourage people, especially if they're writing in the love and relationships or wedding space, keep tweeting me, keep reaching out, keep reminding me. A lot of people will say, like, oh, I thought it was being annoying, so I gave up. I think you almost have to be now. You have to be persistent, and you have to find the right way to do it and a way that editor is comfortable with. But it's better for you to think about it like a timeline or a feed. It's better for you to keep popping up in my mind than for you to just be like all the way down at the bottom. Because we just keep scrolling.
Yeah. And I think that what I did is I didn't even know that you were an editor at Essence when I liked your voice. I liked your blog.
Thank you.
I liked the title.
Manwifeanddog.com.
Manwifeanddog.com.
Thank you.
And her handle is manwifeanddog. Manwifedog. Yes.
Manwifedog. Yeah.
And so that was it. I connected with you as an individual. You see what I mean?
Absolutely.
And so you can, and I tell people as editors, I don't care where you are, what publication, producers, TV producers, all that, they're people first. You have to connect with people, not the title. And so every time people go and try to pitch the Essence handle on Twitter. They like send stuff to the Essence handle. I was like,
Right.
no, those are the social media people. They're not the editors making the
Yeah,
decisions.
talk to me
so
directly.
you gotta
Reach
go
out
to
to me.
the editors to
Absolutely.
actually get the. But I didn't know she was an editor, so sometimes it's just about making organic connections.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And also taking the time to read what we do, not just for Essence, but everywhere.
Everywhere.
Because that's the thing. Like, I get a lot of people saying, I love your work at Essence, and believe me, I appreciate that. But it really touches my heart extra when someone says, oh, and I read your blog post on Man White Dog, or I love that you
and that's
are
where we came. That's
living.
where we connected.
Yeah, that's how we
Okay.
connected.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm not just talking about how important love is and how much I believe in it. I'm living it. I absolutely eat and breathe love, and I believe everyone can have it. They can find a way to make it work for them, and they can be happy and they can have value through love. And I believe that. So I'm living that. So if you notice that, that's another way for us to connect. And it may seem silly and trivial, but it really matters. Look at Jay and I. Yes. And then after what we went through together with that emotional story that you shared and that journey that we went on, did they know about that?
Yes. No. So that's what I want to tell you, so you don't even know this. So tomorrow we launch the pre-sales for my book.
Congratulations.
Okay. So the book is called Her Chronicles Stories of Faith, Fear, and Fortitude, right? It's an anthology.
Here for it.
I had 10 women come in and write it for me. And guess what the title of my chapter is? They co-authored with me. It's my book. They co-authored. So what's the name of my chapter? Why Is She So Fat? So this is the blog post that was this was the blog post that I wrote in response to one of my articles for Essence.com. I didn't give up on black men. They gave up on me. It went viral, and with that comes the cyberbullying. So Charli had to talk me off a cliff, and I talk about this. It's one of my signature talks about how I called you Monday morning. I was like, yeah, I'm ready to quit. And they're like, who in their right mind? Who in my right mind quits Essence, right? Quits that opportunity. But I was so distraught, and she was like, yeah, this means you have arrived. So I always tell people in the signature talk. So now when I hear a cyberbully, right, and somebody's like, a hater's coming at me, I was like, boom, I'm still relevant.
Yeah.
Right, but that was an education process that you gave me about being on this side of the fence. Because while it is glamorous, there's a lot of responsibility and a lot of other stuff.
Exactly, and I told you my experience is writing for so many people and writing for Essence, and prior to that, the Nod, Intimate Weekly, like like people are gonna comment, good, bad, or otherwise, and you read them, but you can't let that stop you.
Right.
You know, and I feel like I'd rather hear somebody talking than nobody talking. You want them to read what you're sharing, and you had a story to tell, and it was your truth.
I did, and
everyone has the right to share their truth.
Yes.
Okay.
And so. You don't know this, but you're in the dedication of the book because
you
of that.
Made me cry.
You don't know that.
Thank you so much.
You're listed. You and Essence are listed in dedication because you gave me the first platform.
You guys,
I know she doesn't know. She doesn't know.
Because that 1 hour conversation. I mean, just what we went through, and I was really scared when I hung up with you that I didn't get through to you, and that you would not want to share with us anymore, and that you had let all the women and men who were being negative hold you back and push you further, and instead we talked, you embraced it, you ended up talking to TD Jakes about it.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
And then we shared your story in book.
Yes.
Like, it just grew legs, and then you were able to meet so many more supporters and people who believed in what you were saying.
But it started from, and this is what I was saying, we have to share, we have a responsibility to share. Like, if you had not told me what you went through and some of the other bloggers that worked for you, what they all went through, had you not told me that, I don't know that I would have had the courage to keep going.
Wow.
Right? And so you have a responsibility to share your successes and your pain.
Absolutely.
And your struggles. And so that's what Charli Penn did for me. And she doesn't know all of this because, like I said, when we talk, it's like business. Like, what are the stats? Like, when do I need to get it in? Okay, what's the deadline? Do we get it up yet? Okay, here are your stats. Okay, we got comments. Can you co-comment? So it's always like...
But you were making my day because I'm happy that I was able to impact your journey in that way. And I'm really proud because I can't even keep track of all the things you've accomplished since then.
I know.
I just always sit back and I say, I know Jay's over there winning. Let me just check in and see how, And your voice is just really amazing, and I'm happy that it's being amplified. And I hope before you leave, you teach me how to become a Periscope superstar like you. Because I have a lot to share about love and relationships, everyone. Marriage. Yeah, seriously, at Man White Dog.
Yes, we're going to be scoping up in here. So, guys, look at her. Her well, she's all about dropping those nuggets, dropping the brand, making sure you guys know, Scope Squad. So, I'm going to go because we've got personal bonding to do. But I wanted to tell you guys, I kept saying, I got a surprise for you tomorrow. And this was the surprise, my first actual visit to the Essence headquarters, even though I've been with them for a while. So this is
everything. My favorite button. This is from Wendy.
Okay.
This is not cool.
It's cool. It's really cool. No, it's great. Okay, guys, we'll catch up with you later. We'll be back at the summit later today. And then actually, I got to go catch up with Tony Chambers and find out where she is.
Bye, everybody.
Everybody. Bye, Charlie.
Bye. See you soon on Periscope.